Hello out there, I'm the Eldest Nerd. I believe that probably one of the best ways of telling a story, especially about character development, is in dream sequences. Now, in this particular episode of Deep Space Nine, there was not a dream, but rather that Julian was in a coma. He was attacked. And this attack brings him back on the station and experiences things very much like Beverly Crusher did in the time that she was caught in a warp bubble. As her world was getting smaller, she was trying to come to terms with what it was. And in this case, this is Julian roaming around in his own head with other characters on the show representing aspects of his mind. And so it gives you a good look of his character by deconstructing it, by looking at what part Kira and Sisko and Odo and Quark and O'Brien represent in his own mind. And so it doesn't matter what the story was about, essentially, but the fact that we are able to look at Julian through other characters and find out just what it is that makes him tick. What is it that makes him who he is? And I think it's, as a result, an incredible performance, not only by Alexander Siddig, but also by the other main characters on the show, where they are able to, you'll notice a difference in even the way they speak, whereas they speak as their own characters, of course, during most of the show, but this, they all have, I wouldn't say that they're doing an impression of Dr. Bashir, but they all kind of talk like him. Especially Quark is the most pronounced of that, where you notice that he's not really speaking in the way that he usually speaks. He's speaking like the Doctor does. And so with all of the other characters, not only in personality, but in mannerisms and things like this. And so how he manages to work out what the problem is and how he's able to get himself out of it is interesting in itself, but not near as interesting as what we learn about his character. So in a show that is very well stocked with character studies of all of its main characters, this is probably the best that I've seen in tearing apart a character and showing what parts make him up. And so that is, once again, through incredibly good performances, incredibly good writing, and an overall enjoyable episode. So I hope you'll subscribe and give us a like, and we'll be back sooner or later with something else to talk to you about. And until then, don't go far.